और दूसरी बार ये आकाश शिंदे को सेम तरीके से आउट किया है एंकल होल्ड करके नितेश ने।
ड्रॉप सुपर टैकल सिचुएशन, सफल टैकल समेत हलाइवास कर रहे हैं, लेकिन पुनेरी पलटन को ये सुपर टैकल सफल टैकल बनाना पड़ सकता है। बट नरेंद्र इस समय खुद को ज्यादा प्रेशर में नहीं लेकर के आना चाहते।
ये दृश्य आपको ज्यादा दिखाई नहीं दिया होगा, याद नहीं होगा। पहली बार इस सीजन में हाफ टाइम तक पिछले हैं पुनेरी पलटन, और पिछले सीजन में सिर्फ एक बार ऐसा हुआ है। तो ये वो टीम है जो चैंपियन टीम है, इसमें मादा है, दमखम है, इनकी क्षमता है। असलम इनामदार पिछली 5 रेड में 2 बार बाहर गए। एक मल्टी पॉइंट रेड के साथ कुल मिलाकर 3 पॉइंट्स हैं उनके नाम।
अमीर हुसैन बस्तामी की तरफ तो उनकी निगाहें वो तिरछी नजर है, जरूर शॉट करने।
फोन पे पर 800 रुपए मिले।
Also important that he's given the confidence and he's backed. So that will help him going forward, knowing that there is a continuation, there is some sort of permanency rather than being on trial.
Especially the batsmen, when they have given that insurance by the authorities, when it comes to authorities, the selectors, the coach, the captain, that plays a huge role in your confidence. Sadira, remember during the World Cup in India, scored a magnificent 100 against Pakistan in Hyderabad. Then had a slight dip of form, was in and out of the team. But this is a golden opportunity. I've always loved watching Sadira Samanikram bat. I think when it comes to pace, he has such more time playing extra pace. It's just that the scores have not been coming lately.
Straight to the man at mid-on. 56 for 2. .134 of 30 is a requirement of under 4.5 runs and over. That's not frightening, but the West Indians will want wickets. So important that Hayden Walsh plays his part here. Went for runs in that first game. You need support for Moti, you need support for Alzari Joseph, who's bowled well. Moti's bowled 6 overs, 1 for 11. About the control he brings into his bowling. Played well, and I'm not sure that he managed to get it in. He hasn't. So starts off with the boundary.
Hayden Walsh, even in the first over, was guilty of pitching it too short. Player of Nishan Madhushka's caliber and his strength, his square of the wicket, this bread and butter for him. Nicely rolling the wrist over the ball. Valiant attempt by Rutherford. He's been very busy in the field, batted for so long. Even in the outfield, the ball is chasing him. And what's the other thing what Western is looking for is to have due late as possible. Just 8:30 local time. This is where around the dew does fall in Kandy. That'll be even harder work, especially for a wrist spinner. Maybe a reason why Hayden Walsh is not getting the length. That can be a reason, but if he gets it right on a good length, definitely in this surface he can be a handful.
Especially being a wrist spinner. That's better. That will be the length he'll be looking for, but I still feel he's bowling in the mid-90s. You don't find that drop as we've seen from Moti, where the ball would grip and turn, but instead he's pushing it through. So both Sri Lankan batters, particularly Madhushka, has not found any terrors in the way he's bowled. When he's short, he gets on the back foot, pitched up. He looks to drive.
Boy.
That's more like it. That's better. 91, but the length is better. Haven't found the spin or turn as yet. But Moti found.
But Moti's length was slightly shorter than this. The last three delivery by Walsh is about 8 to 10 inches fuller, whereas Moti was trying to pitch in the good areas. Last three deliveries has been too full and don't get turned from that length. Leg spinner, if he gets it right, keep talking about a lot about leg spinner. It's an art where you need to get it up and down just like that, but it's too short. And Nishant Madhushka, he pounces off anything short. Good shot all around the ground to end the 15th over. 66 for 2.
$66 for 2, and it's time for some drinks.
To show that he's the greatest featherweight that ever existed. I ain't the one to play with. Ilya Topuria! He is a real assassin. 15-0, 13 finishes. Khamzat Chimaev! A force unlike anything the fight game has ever seen. Robert Whitaker! The man is a straight-up killer. Tell him I ain't the one to play with.
चार नाबालिग बच्चियां फरसे जैसे हथियार से बेरहमी से मर्डर कर दिया गया है।
प्रकोप से हुई तो उसकी मौत।
कैसा प्रकोप?
देवी का।
उत्तम राव और रुक्मिणी,
इनका हाथ भट्टी का व्यवसाय जोरों से चल रहा है। अपना राज्य इधर, अपन उधर।
इसमें बहुत से प्यादे शामिल हैं। We must find the truth behind the truth.
उनसे भी बड़े मगरमच्छ हैं। थोड़ा उधर भी ध्यान दो ना।
Watch RB Leipzig versus Liverpool, 24th October, 12:30 AM, live on Sony Live. Sony Live's coverage partner, Viva.
Hey cricket fans, this is Jonty Rhodes. I am thrilled to be part of the Pro Cricket League 2024. So you better get ready for some high-octane matches. So join me for the Pro Cricket League 2024. It's gonna be a game changer. Hashtag Agia Mocha.
At the Askiria, beg your pardon, at the Pallekele International Stadium, and this is Sri Lanka for you. A place that most people would love to come so much in terms of options, the culture, the beaches, different kind of food. There are so many who would want to come to Sri Lanka. You're thinking about it? I think you shouldn't think anymore. You should make it. And you'll keep coming more and more.
The last ball of the previous over, short, kept a bit low, but Nishant Madhushka, what he did well was to stay low as much as possible. Picking up the length, that's a hallmark of a player in good form. For the first time today, Romario Shepherd to the attack, medium pace. He can get a batsman surprised, close to bowling on close to 140, can bowl that heavy ball.
But the way forward for the West Indies have to be wickets. That's no rocket science, because 124 of 28.5, you're not going to bowl dot balls and win it. So West Indies must find that formula that can give them wickets. Hayden Walsh has gone for 18 in 2 overs. Jaden Sales have gone for 20 in 3. Sales was a bit unlucky because he found the outside edge once, beat the batter a few times. Oh, that's well bowled. What about that?
Did see a puff of dust after it pitch. I think that's what Sadhir Samaravikram is just mentioning it to Nishan. Cross seamer evidently moved a lot on a good length. Confirmation. Disturbance of the pitch.
That certainly got stuck in the pitch, and Sadhir Samaravikram was committed. Had some movement. Bit of an airy-fairy one from Samaravikrama. That was short and wide. He would have been, on a better day, he would have pounced on it.
In the last over we spoke about players getting the continuation, giving that insurance, and the think tank backing the players. I think Sadhir Samaravikram is a perfect example for it. The last 6 innings he has played against 3 against Bangladesh, 3 against India and 1 in this series. He hasn't scored anything big, but the think tank still believes that Sadhir does have what it takes.